Definitely not me remembering why we normally leave early. However, the view is glorious this morning. We're nearly in.
Nearly in.
About 5-10 minutes walking it.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, 12, well, 13.
13, you say. Also, it is unseasonably warm. It is September the 4th in England, and we're in shorts.
Shorts.
Yeah, so what the hell. So now we need to go and get a rainy day pass sorted. And then fingers crossed we'll be in.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Hi.
Wicker Man, where are you going, Wicker Man?
We're finally in. So, because they do all the tickets and everything all together, took a little bit of time. It's about 20 to 11, I think. We were running late this morning, but we were out yesterday and we both woke up feeling a little bit rough. But the park is open till 6 today, and yes, this is our rainy day guarantee day. So basically, the last time we came, it absolutely poured down all day,
Pretty much.
and it meant that we got a free return. So, gonna make the most of it and just dance. There's things going on.
Well,
It is like a million degrees.
a million degrees. We've also used the last of our tokens to get these redone for free after the great kerfuffle.
Yep, so
2022. So, yeah, may as well.
There you go, you got the last one. Yeah, they're doing a dance party thing over there. We will have our dance party as we head to the Wicker Man.
Well, the Wicker Man is smoking, which means the rides are going. Yes, I'm filming now and doing the commentary. Ness is sorting out something on her phone. I think it's the thing so that we can get the nice photos on the rides. Because, yes, this is the week that we are attempting Alton Towers, Chessington, World of Adventure, and Thorpe Park. Do you mind? So, yeah, I think we're going to have like a whole collage, basically, of ride photos from each of the parks. Is our plan? I don't think she's busy doing the thing, so.
I'll figure it out.
But yes, that's our plan anyway. But as always, when we come to Alton Towers, we start with Steve the Wicker Man.
Steve! So, we're trying a new experience. And you've already got wet. It's already.
I already got soaked for baiting people in the queue.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going on Battle Galleons. I haven't been on this since 2000 and still worked at Game Station. So quite a long time ago. About 2010, I think it was 2010 or 2011, one of the two. That I came on here with the family from America, and we got absolutely drowned. So I think we're about to do the same because you like baiting people.
I do. I'm going to get up to the 10th line. I'm going to pretend to be an animatronic from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh dear.
Lull them into a false sense of security.
Let's give it 5 minutes, so I think we're about to do it.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know if I could get much worse. And this is what we look like after.
Do it.
I am soaked to the bone.
Yeah, we got the.
Probably shouldn't have told that crowd I was allergic to water because they just went gung-ho
Yeah.
for me. But, oh well.
Yeah, my Snorlax is very wet, and this top is no longer this colour, but I did take my white top off on purpose so that I could put something on over the top.
Me monkey got a bit wet.
And these are just covered in water now, so I'm not going to be able to see out of these for most of the day. Okay, fair enough. Just so we can't be in the shade, it's too cold. I think he's going to go and get revenge.
I'm gonna get everybody's wet.
You get your own back now.
Oh, there we go, I'm out. Very good, should we move on?
Yeah, we're heading Katanga.
Well, we may as well. If we don't get wet, at least we're wet enough to justify going on it.
Because did you come to Alton Towers if you didn't get donuts?
No. No, you have to get donuts when you're here.
And also if we're on, this is something we've not done in ages, Diet Coke counter. What count are we on?
Well, this is 2.
Number 2. Yeah, we're going to be drinking a lot today. It's hot. Okay, so
it's hot and it's warm, which is making it easier to drink.
yeah, so Now we're off to the rapids because we're already wet, so might as well continue to be wet.
Put the fear of God into everyone else by being like, oh god, we just came on this 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And then they get like splashed a bit on their shoes.
Yeah. Unless they've got the waterfalls on, that might be interesting. So
it is warm.
It is warm. So they've turned the waterfalls on, but we're not any more wet really than we were. So I think next stop is Runaway Mine Train. Once he's eaten his donuts. Yeah, taking a detour, we're going to the haunted house.
The curse of Alton Manor. Awaits in the dark forest. Onto the castle grounds, where soon you will embark upon a terrifying journey of terror, in which the terrible thesaurus was lost in terrible circumstances. But I have no other adjectives to describe the situation other than terrible. Behold the ominous curse to the unported. Oh, terrible terror.
Mr. and Mrs. Alton held a party to celebrate the turning of a new year. However, on the final chime of midnight, the manor appeared to be struck by a storm of supernatural proportions. All known occupants of the house perished. That is, aside from the owner's only child, Emily.
Was it spoopy scary? It was spoopy scary.
Like it.
He really doesn't like that. I quite enjoy it, I think it's good. We were going to do Nemesis Subterra, but it's pushing the upper echelons of my epilepsy, and you don't do live actors.
I do, kind of.
But you don't though.
On behalf of the Phalanx, we welcome visitors to the Nemesis observation platform.
That is a crane moving in the distance. There's also a galactic moving over here. So it's been a bit of an ordeal.
Well,
Somewhat.
so we're going Galactica.
Yeah, we were on Galactica, that was absolutely fine. We were with two other chaps who were really lovely.
Then we went on the blade and we started to play the game, and then some
Jag off.
insert sensor sound here
Jag off.
had their phone out, so we were literally on it for I think 20 seconds.
Yeah, I literally didn't even
And
get to
then
the highest point, and then he just stopped it and was like,
Stopped it
everybody
and
off.
Everybody off. So
Which was a bit...
half of us all just queued around and went straight round again.
Yeah. The ones with the disabled pass did, but obviously the ones who had waited about 40 minutes for the ride did not, so
Yeah.
they're going to be pretty peeved. Then we went round again, and now you've got a hot dog, we've got some chips. I'm not overly hungry, so I'm just helping myself to a few chips and then I'll be fine. And now we're heading for Runaway Mine Train. So plan has changed again.
Plan has changed because Mine Train is super busy.
Yeah, even in the ride access queue it's looking about an hour, and I physically can't wait that long, plus there's no shade there. So
It's quite exposed and horrible. So
yeah, we risk getting dehydrated and or heat stroke even with the hats on at this point. So it's not worth it. So we're going to elect to go there later, and we're going to go on Wicker Man instead. Okay, change of plan a third time. The Wicker Man ride access pass queue was also about an hour, which again, we don't have the capacity to wait that long, especially in this weather. Between this diabetes and my thyroid, it ain't happening. So we're now going to try Spinball, which we haven't been on in a good while.
good while.
So yeah, I'm gonna give this one a try and see. That one looks about 20-30 minutes, maybe 20. So we'll give that a try.
Ah, that was bone jarring and testing, compressing, but somewhat fun.
Yes. One of my organs is suitably pressed into my body that probably shouldn't have been that far.
I need to bath.
Okay, you do that. Yeah, Park is getting suitably round. We are getting suitably tired. So we're going to go and give our good boy Wickerman one last look see and see if we can hopefully wait it out. And then we will be heading back. It is a 6 o'clock close, but I don't think we're going to last that long.
No, well, and to be honest, we want to save ourselves from a few parks that we've not done before.
Yeah, because we're doing Chessington Thursday and Thorpe on Friday, so it's going to make more sense to go and hit those running. And this was a free day out, really. Yeah. Like, we paid last time and then free day out, so not going to argue.
Like I was saying earlier, we've made the time we lost last time due to it raining.
Yeah.
We have made back with what we've done today, even though we haven't done a huge amount today.
We still made that back. Yeah, it's added up, so that's good. Right, let's go and estimate the Wickerman queue. Okay, the Wickerman queue is looking 30 to 45 minutes, which is able to queue, and the sun is beating, so we're calling it quits there. It's very much over capacity now. The whole park is just absolutely rammed. There's quite a few rides that keep closing and going down.
Everywhere, it's all clumped up in choke points, basically.
Yeah,
That's not a problem.
there's a lot of people everywhere. There's a lot of wasps as well.
Yeah, very
Thinking about, there's a lot of wasps. So we're calling it quits there. A bit earlier than we would have thought, but again, we got to day 3, so it's not the end of the world. So yeah, we'll finish here at Alton Towers, and the next time, which will be in a couple of seconds, we'll be at Chessington World of Adventures. And here we are. We made it to Chessington. So getting here was a bit of fun. Because the M25 for a start, and then the other car park was actually closed because it looks like it's going to be a really quiet day here today, and they know it.
And then we came up, and then because there's a great big queue of traffic, so we thought, well, okay, that's the queue to get into the park. And then we went past here, so we parked where the hotel is. Yeah. But then there was nothing. But there was still a queue.
Yeah, so it was like, where are we going?
We did an awkward turnaround, came back.
Here, and we're like, where do we go?
Just asked at the front lobby, and they were very kind. They've given us free parking for today, and they were like, oh yeah, no, just park here because it's going to be really quiet today, so bonza.
Yep, works for us, so that means we'll be able to get on everything. I've already got Mandrill Mayhem booked and reserved for us, so even better.
5 minutes after it opens,
Pretty
the
much,
park opens, so it'll take us 5 minutes to walk there anyway.
Yeah, because we have no idea where we are, so I guess we're starting in Jumanji.
Hanging out maps, so we'll...
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get out there because we have no idea where we're going. So we're just going to play by ear. We know we definitely want to do Vampire and we definitely want to do Mandrill Mayhem. Everything else after that is like, if we get on it, great. If not, no. I think we're making a beeline for the water rides because, oh my god, it's still 1,001 degrees.
It's not even 10 o'clock and it is really warm.
Yeah, like we're already sweating. So it's good training for Florida if nothing else, and I'm testing out what makeup will and won't work, and if it's even worth bothering, with your shiny face. So we're just gonna see how we go, and
it's a good day there.
Yeah, it should be good. Oh,
people heading towards us. Let's go.
Okay.
A little bit louder now. 3, 2, 1. All together to come in.
We're in. Heading this way is where we're heading.
We're heading this way.
To Jumanji.
Oh, there we go.
To Jumanji land. Let's go there first. This is really like...
Nice.
Yeah. Theming is good. We're heading here. It says not long opened and we've got ride access ready to go with it. I just heard a bar from over here, like next to the pirate ship. There's goats! They're just wandering around. Okay. Yes, we're on a time limit.
Welcome to the world of Jumanji.
Here we go.
This is so dope.
It's kind of dope, yeah. Babe, there's a turkey leg.
What? Where?
Oh wow. As far as theming goes. That is mega. Right, we're going on this. Well,
So
that was an experience.
Was awesome.
Oh my god. I think it's like 2 launches, but they relaunch you as you go on. So you launch backwards, you launch forwards, you fly up, oh god, you go through a corkscrew backwards. Yeah, it's just insane, absolutely insane. And just this thing here is mega. Like, that is so cool. So we're back in the virtual queue. We've got 6 minutes, so we're going to just wander around here, take some pictures, do some stuff. But yeah, that was mega, mega. Wow, for a small land, the theming is just like, this is incredible. This is incredible. That ride is incredible.
It's really nice and condensed as well.
Yeah.
Like, we can literally see all 4 corners of this Jumanji theme area from here. Yeah, see the back row faces all the way, so.
Okay, ready for round 2.
Okay.
Monkey. Oh, this is so cool. I love it. Done for now. We will be back because they've got turkey legs and it wants a turkey leg because we can only get them in Disney normally. So yeah, so now we're going to go and find Vampire because that's the one I wanted to ride, and then I think we're just going to work our way around the park, I guess.
It's so
everything is a 5-minute wait. Literally everything is a 5-minute wait. So oh god.
5 minutes later.
In true Outlook fashion, Vampire is closed. But it's only down for technical difficulties, so it will be back open later, they've said. So I will just keep an eye on it, and there's an owl.
Who?
Yeah, we're gonna go and elect to get wet. We think it's gonna be in this area because of her joy. It's just where?
Last time I took a trip on a pirate boat, I got done making out with a croc by the end of it. I was so soggy. Ooh, that's pretty.
Oh my god. I think that's a carousel, but Jesus, that is amazing.
That is really cool.
Wow. That is wicked. I love that. Okay, we found the resident backbreaker, so we're going to go on this. Going into Land of Dragons with Dragon's Fury, which is what this is. Which is a spinning roller coaster akin to Spinball Wizard.
No big door.
Got it. Oh, well, colour is shocked. We literally have just walked around from Dragon's Fury, which, by the way, was amazing, and completely outpaced the Spinball Wizard. Oh, he's gonna do another yawn. Oh, and he's doing the face pats. But we did not expect to see a tiger out. And look! Oh, gorgeous. Did not expect to see a tiger. I know that sounds stupid in a park with tigers, but it is so hot. Like, they just wouldn't normally come out in this.
I mean, well, just to see one like that close.
And just chilling. It was just chilling. It's wandered off back into the shade now. And speaking of getting cool, we're going on log flume over here because we missed log flumes because they took them on out of Alton Towers, which made us very sad. Yeah, Dragon's Fury, 10 out of 10. Beats Spinball by several thousand miles. My back doesn't hurt. I think there's another top. Oh, majestic baby. Hello. So this is what we're going on?
I don't think we can get on.
No.
I think we have to get on over that way.
We still haven't found Tiger Rock. We're still hunting, but... Toadies! Oh, the capybaras. Is that it? Capybaras! Oh, there's a fourth. It will bite you. Get your fingers on. It's not bothered, is it? Jesus.
Like soft but wiry.
We've approached a capybara, so we're both quite happy. The Tiger Rock's like round the other way, we took a wrong turn. So we're going to go and do this one instead, which is river rafts, where you ride in a cute little like crocodile thing, which is kind of sweet. So I'm going to go do that first instead. And then we'll get Tiger Rock afterwards, but we're going to do Toon Blaster at the same time.
Very nice. And we'll see the capybaras when we go past.
Yeah, the boats are like adorable.
They're quite small boats.
Oh, we'll be
I
fine.
think we might have to be taking the boat each.
Yes, probably. For a kiddie ride. Oh, it get you wet.
Gets pretty wet.
Yep, I'm like, That is really cool though. We had to ride in separate boats because obviously we are fab. But you get to see the capybaras on your way round. I love capybaras. Next to red pandas, they're one of my favourites. So now we're going to go find the log flume while we're still wet, because then we could just start drying off from there. But to be honest, I don't care, because I am just so cooled down now. I'm just like, oh. Well, for saying that was the main one, that wasn't as wet as the baby one. Yeah, they're pretty. Right, I'm about the same as I was, so.
I am no wetter.
No, we're no wetter. And we could go in the same boat. Yay! So that was walk on, for saying. Yeah, so I think we're going to head back to where the dual double was, aren't we? Dual double, yeah. That's right. So we're going to head back down there, but still nothing. Just enjoying it so much. Right, Toon Blaster first.
Yeah.
Off we go. This is a dual double basically, so we'll see if it was, see if it is better or worse than how dual was left before it was turned into Curse of Alton Mammoth.
So it's a bit scary, didn't it?
It was ill one. I was very close. That absolutely trounces on dual because it didn't have any strobe lights. There was literally the camera flash, and that was your lot. Everything else was standard LED lights, which was
put on black lights to get the colours in.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Could not recommend enough. That was brilliant. You got 53,530, I think,
Something.
or 330, something like that. And I got 50,340, which is mega for me. And the triggers on the guns actually worked.
Yeah,
which is unheard of for a shooting game.
Triggers, so like
you can just sit there and go ba 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 ba.
Like pulling it too much. But.
Okay, so I think going on this now, if it's working. I see nothing saying it's not, so. That was a nice simple little ride. There we go, we've done Crop Drop and Toon Blaster. Nice simple little ride. All good, really enjoyed that. So I think I'm going to check out and see what Vampire is at, if anything. As you can see on the code. And then I think that's our next stop. The only thing I will say is all of Chessington stuff is on, like, it's not on an app, it's on the internet, which is a bit of a faff. Okay, yeah, Vampire's still open, so head over to Vampire?
Yeah, let's do it.
And there's sea lions behind Vampire. I like sea lions. So we're just looking, that's Rattlesnake, it's a Wild Mars coaster, we're not bothered, and it's also short anyway because it's being done for maintenance.
Looks like it.
We think we've made our way back to the central hub, which means we can go straight through and go and sort out for Vampire, which was the other ride that was on my list. And just as a terrain note, because I know, oh look at the thing, not bad actually. Terrain's pretty flat. It's got a few hills.
There's a few hills and slopes, but nothing gratuitous, nothing as sidewindy feeling as Towers.
Yeah, if you can get around Towers, you can definitely get around here. So there is that. Accessibility for the rides, they're all a bit tight squeezes. But aside from that, everywhere is very open. Like, you can walk around here and there's just no problem, so it's all good. And donuts! Going get donuts. Okay, we're back. Time to go on Vampire. Okay, so he's gone live.
2.7, you reckon?
So we've been on Vampire, that is a one and done. Ow, head. Because of the swinging feature, unfortunately, it means that your head gets bashed back and forth, and it jolts you forward, which means you get pushed back and a bit of a nightmare. So we won't be doing that one again. But we'll probably end up on Mandrill Mayhem again, just because that was awesome. And we went on the Gruffalo just because it was there. But it's about, I want to say 1 o'clock-ish. We've done everything that we wanted to. Now we're going to go and have a little break, and then I think this afternoon we'll hit some animals and decide what other rides we just want to go on or go on again, and go from there. But all in all, we're having an amazing day. It's amazing. I love it. I love it here. This one is overtaking Alton Towers by a fair stretch. So, yeah, theming 10 out of 10. Being able to get around 10 out of 10. Rides 10 out of 10. Their version of Spinball Wizard 10 out of 10. So it's the thing with Ian and turkey legs, he never gets lucky. They have run out of them. Said they're getting them back, but they're not sure when, so we'll just nip back in a bit and see. He's getting a very expensive hot dog. I will say food here is a lot more expensive than other places, so I'm kind of glad I brought snacks with us. I'm heading down to the freestyle machine just to get another refill and hope it's gold. Hey, you've had your very expensive hot dog, we've done a refill, we've put everything in the bag, we're ready to strip off and we're going back on Mandrill Mayhem. Well, turkey legs are bust. We've just read that it's spicy, so meh.
Not in this weather.
No, definitely not. Like, meat is bad enough in this weather, so we're leaving Jumanji. We've been on Mandrill Mayhem again. We got middle seats this time, so pretty good. Barrel Bailout has just opened, so we just need to go and find that. We're going to look at some animals and do the safari trek thing. So we've just missed this one, which means we're probably going to get wet in the queue. Well, you're actually not too bad.
I'm not too bad, it's all down my back.
Yeah, I got in a fight with a dad. Yep. So I'm like fully drenched again, and it's all dripping down my legs. But it's fine, it's so much fun. Yeah. Soaking other people is so much fun. When we were watching it, it seemed a bit like, it was a bit like, oh god, this is going to be really
rubbish. The central thing leaks as well, so everyone gets
drenched, so yeah, it's really good. Right, we're going to go and find the safari now, aren't we? Yeah. Slight detour, we're next to the pirate boat, so we're just going to go on the pirate boat and go and play the game, and hopefully, it won't be stopped for people having their phone out and then getting us kicked off. Not that that's ever happened before. Pirate boat time. Not gonna lie, I want to jump in this. Oh my god. Yeah, the ones that have got ice in, the drinks are cold.
Yeah.
So I think we're looking at, if we can find the entrance to this, we'll be going on this, which is a disco ball spinner thing. Which is one of the things we wanted to go on. And then the Zufari should be the last thing. And then we've done all the rides we wanted to do, so then it's just a case of wander through and have a look at the animals. We're also looking for toilets. Because we have drank a lot of Coke. You get sprayed, we're going on that. Yeah, we're going on that. You get wet. Anything that gets me wet right now.
Yep.
Not in that way. Anything that gets us wet, we're going on because it is so hot. So somebody sat on the inside and didn't get very drenched.
I've got lovely cool legs though.
Yeah. Cool. Somebody sat on the outside and got fucking drenched. However, not moaning because it just bliss. The only thing I will moan about is I'm getting old, my thighs are too muscly and too fat, and I don't fit on the chairs anymore. So that's it, that's every ride except for the safari, which we're going to go and find now. I think it's only 3 o'clock and this shuts at 5. Is it 3 o'clock? Yeah, it's like 7 minutes to 3. And we've done everything in the park, and all we've got left to do is look at the animals now. And then just do whatever ride we fancy. So I'm calling that a win of a day.
Oh.
There we go.
Stay away from Marco.
Good day, brave knight, fearless spicy, for you have awoken me from my slumber. Go forth and venture into the land of the dragons, where more winged creatures might just cross your path. But beware as you go, some may not continue so kindly.
Final bit of the park we didn't make it to, but we're now back
In Africa.
in Africa. Oh, it's so Animal Kingdom. I miss Animal Kingdom.
Next year.
I know.
Less than a year.
Giraffes.
Scientific research. Security of course.
Favourite snack? Leaves.
4 meters. That's 18 feet.
There's a stoic
Yes, and their long legs help them run at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. We established the species in North Africa.
Look around, adventurers, and you might be able to see some antelope with white blaze on their faces. These are called blesbok.
They were once one of the most abundant antelope species of the African plains, which is actually the same substance as your hair and fingernails, and is highly prized in many cultures. Sadly, poaching for their horns continues to be a threat to rhinos all over the world.
White
Look
rhinos,
at it.
like those here, are the most plentiful species.
Yep. Well, he shot liquid out of that end anyway. Oh. Oh wow. Who's a rhinoceros?
He always came right up to the side of the car. It was okay.
I thought he was actually going to headbutt the car. I was like, oh my god. Like that would have been a very one-off thing, but oh wow. Okay, that's where we just were. And there is the rhino. Just having a munch. Oh. Beautiful. Yes, with the scimitar oryx. Bird. It's a crane apparently. Oh, hello. Yeah, little toofty hairs. Oh, ruffle, ruffle. Do you have food?
I think they're just small, darling.
Little pigs.
He's sad, is he?
It is giant deer with strange name.
Sitter tongue.
Sitter tongue, there you go. Well, it explains the massive tongue one. Oh,
God, look at that pattern now.
that's gorgeous. Reference, that's the hotel.
Barcode horses.
And barcode horses. A reference, this is one of the walkways going up there. Alright.
They do snatch hats though.
Taking my hat off, you're not having my hat. Hello. I don't know why when they created Angry Birds they didn't just make them ostrich, to be honest. Would have been far more appropriate. Hello. Please don't take our hats.
Look at his little head in the hole house. Oh, I want to jump in there, really. What's in it?
Oh, look at you in your little hole. Dig, 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 dig. I am digging a hole.
Hello.
The definition of all big stretch. Oh. We're looking for armadillos. They're very good at hiding. Whee! Oh. That's my dad's fault for teaching us that.
Yep.
Oh, are you coming?
Oh, yes.
Armadillo! Oh, look at him. Oh, they're very cute. They run really fast. I'm quite shocked. Oh yeah, there's monkeys in the back. I didn't even notice the monkeys. It's too busy hunting down. Bounce. Hello.
Bombastic side-eye.
Give me the side-eye, are you? Yum, yum, yum. Oh, look at them. They're doing a swing. This is my leaf now. Goodbye.
I have all the leaves.
And look at them. Oh, they're being fed. Oh, nope. Oh, there's one. Oh, he had a fish. Oh, he'd got a fish. They're all up there now going, where's the rest of it?
Yeah.
Where have you gone? Where's the rest of my food? Oh. I mean, we've done well. It's 4 o'clock. We've done Mango Mayhem 3 times. We've done every ride that we possibly wanted to do. I think we've nearly seen all the animals. Yeah, this is the final bit of animals that we want to see, and then aside from not doing the Sea Life Centre, which, how many Sea Life Centres have we been in now? Like 1,000?
27.
Yeah, so we kind of don't need that, so we're going to go down here and see monkeys and things, and then just choose rides to do until the end of the day. Also, we have donuts.
Yes, although they are fresh out the fryer.
Yeah, so we'll be leaving them for a bit. Oh, look at them. He's come back out.
A couple in the caves for share, I think.
Yeah, can't blame them. Oh, baby! There's a baby! Oh, he's cute.
Oh, he's got something.
No. This is mine. Go away.
Oh, right. What's this now?
Just done in the sun. It's too warm. Even for lions, it's too warm. We just said no sign of Doge, and then Doge appeared. Oh, they're tiny. Oh, adorable.
Oh, going for a swim?
Going for a swim. Oh no. Just going for a walk. Oh,
it's like a little bear.
Tiny, tiny bear.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, there's one poking its head out of the thing. Only just seeing it's snaking off, but there was a little tail. The tail of a little lemur. There is a lion. He can't decide if he's coming out or not. I think it's too hot, and he says, nah, not a chance. Saving the best till last. Sea lions. Told you I could hear him. Just like the quiet Jimmy.
Hey, kid.
Oh, the baby's just got on the platform. So adorable. Oh.
I think like that metal must be quite hot.
Yeah, he's backing up, Says no. Oh. It's like, get off my platform, build.
Oh, wait, there he goes.
Oh, has he done it? Does he know what he's doing?
He's perched on the edge, look. Go on, jump.
You can do it.
Jump in, you can do it.
There we go.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, that was so cute. Well, if that wasn't the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life, oh my god.
Very cute.
So cute seeing the baby rubbing through the water. Oh. So the plan is that we're going to go and do Dragon Fury and Mandrill Mayhem one more time, and then we'll be calling it quits because it's 4:30 now. But damn this park. Wow. So we had a bit of a change of plan. Dragon's Fury was closing just as we got there, but we went back on Mandrill Mayhem one more time, so that was awesome.
That was good. Yeah.
That is Chessington done. Chessington is mega. Like, it's awesome. It's so good.
I mean, yeah, Colour was thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, this was the one I expected the least of and actually have had the most out of so far. So, you know, we'll see how it compares to Thorpe Park tomorrow. But yeah, colour me suitably impressed. That was a fantastic day out. We did everything we wanted to do and more.
Yep.
It was just mega, absolutely mega.
Amazing.
The staff have been amazing, despite them melting their arses off, bless their hearts. So yeah, it's just been an absolutely mega day. Cannot fault them. Would definitely come back here again. Would probably stay in their hotel. That's how much I liked it. Even though it's not cheap, I would stay in that hotel. All that is remains to be said is we're going to Thorpe Park tomorrow, so we'll see how it compares. Day 3.
Our third and final stop.
We are at Thorpe Park. So we didn't film out the side because they've kind of just like let us in dead quick, so I'm quite surprised.
Yeah.
But we've got the ride access pass, and we're here.
Yeah.
We're all ready to go.
Your first time here?
Yep.
I've not been here in 9 years. Yeah, we're just crossing the bridge onto the island.
The island like no other, apparently, is what it's called.
Well, in part of it. I'd argue this is more of an island than Islands of Adventure.
Yeah. That's a giant shark.
Yes, there's a shark thing, and then Swarm, which is what you want to do first.
Yeah,
so
that's definitely. That's top of my list. So I assume that is Swarm.
That is Swarm.
Because that's the dive loop.
Yep.
Cool. It officially opens at 10, so I think they're just letting us in to spread us all out. But then we'll go from there. Yeah, easy getting. It's not busy again, which is quite nice. So yeah, but that's the door, any door. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, this is cool. First freestyle, but will it be cold? Yep. Good and cold. Yeah. There was no way we could have done a freestyle counter yesterday because, Jesus Christ, we drank so much. Like, we definitely pretty much had a pound of thing yesterday, so.
I think it was 15 quid for a cup.
We must have had around 15.
About 4 litres, I think.
Yeah, we drank a lot, so it's all good.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see that the log flume has water in it. Also, we're here for the first day of Oktoberfest, which is one that we've never done before, so it's kind of cool. It's one they run at Alton Towers and here. And yeah, today's the first day, so hopefully that means pretzels.
Pretzels on Franklin.
I like pretzels. Well, might as well do it before we eat anything.
Especially since someone still a little queasy after last night's.
Yes, we had a pizza, but it was it didn't agree with you, so. Plane spotting. This is basically going to be our day because we're like not far from Heathrow Airport. Hope you're going somewhere nice. That'll be us next year. Well, we'll be back now, but still.
More or less.
Yeah.
Upsy downsy, then downhill.
Yay, blue.
Are you going to do that? He's going to do it anyway.
Plane number 2.
There was another one over there as well. I forgot to pull this out.
Oh yeah, I mean technically 4 because we just saw another one, but that was too far away to film. So. Yeah, staff are now getting prepared for
There's 2 engineers, so it's probably only going to Europe.
Also, there's some cloud coverage, so we've been able to take the hats off for now. It's not too bad.
Nice and chill. I think we're technically in shade.
Yeah, right. Good time, good time. And the sun's over there, but it's behind a load of clouds. We shall see. Final plan before we open. That is a big boy. Who are we? Who are we? Emirates. Follow the rabble. We're going in. Heading for Swamp.
We're not running. This whole crowd seems to be heading towards us.
Yeah. This does not surprise me in the slightest. Nervous, but excited and nervous. New roller coasters are going on.
Believed to be part organic, part machine.
They are tech organic.
I've seen this on so many videos, but it's weird being here now.
Are you gonna come?
Okay, we're going on this. That's wicked.
Lived up to the hype?
Yeah, it really did. It really did. The restraints are a bit rusty. I've got like orange on my arms. Yeah, cool.
Or if you see someone's like
I mean, so although they were a bit rusty, but no, that was excellent. I was just like, oh my god, that's amazing.
And where were we sitting?
We're sitting front row. We literally came down, it was just like front row, and I'm like, oh fudge. Because that was the one place that I'd seen it on the dive loop, and I was like, oh god, that's going to give you so much like upside down time. But it actually, it's not quite upside down, it's just there.
You're doing a barrel roll, and then by the point you're upside down, you're starting to go.
Yeah.
So
hello, Sam.
It very quickly just becomes
a
dive.
So the park's filled up a bit. I haven't looked at wait times or anything. That sounds like another plane behind me. Yep, it is. That's plane number 6 and 7, and we saw one on the things. That was 8. Lots of planes.
The fun part about.
Yeah. Well, now we're going on rides. I'll stop playing Canon. But but yeah. So where are we heading next?
Well, you want to head up to the top hat for me?
Yeah. Go and do it before we get to heat of the day, because I do not want to be up there in the heat of the day. There's the Super Soaker. That better be running today. Oh. You will get wet. Doesn't seem to be running yet. It might run in a bit. Hope it does, because we need it today.
Like you say, it's set to be 30 degrees?
Yeah, it's set to be 30 today, so oof. But in the meantime, we'll head for Stealth before the heat of the day and then go from there. It's horrendous.
There goes
Nemesis! Like, that's my second must go on. Everything else I'm like, meh. It's a shark that's landed in a hotel. It's landed in a KFC. Oh, I'm a sharky.
Come on, KFC, what have I been telling you? You've got to offer fish options for the pescatarians. So have a shark.
And then a Burger King right next door.
King. Oh, I've not had Burger King in ages.
Fair enough. Don't like it.
You'll be fine. You got to think of it like the vertical rides on the Rise Rocket. It'll be over before you know it.
One word.
I mean,
Aggression in your demeanour and a reflective clenching of your primary digits.
no, I'm not terrified.
This leads me to believe that some bellicosity may result from an singular response to devout your terrific pressure and instruct my response with according singularity. What? Maybe.
What the police?
Apparently I went bright red. I'm not doing that one again. I've done it. I'm happy I've done it. Oh my gosh. Right, photo. I bet I look terrified. I need to film it because Mum's just going to be like, what the fuck did you just do? Okay, for the record, this is why I'm shaking. Like, that's all it is. And yeah, shook it. Absolutely shook it. It was really good. I did enjoy it, but
You did, but
one had done that. Because the head bounces off.
Rattle about.
It's like, oh, it's still smoother than real though.
oh yeah.
Oh, right. Let's have some snacks. Okay, just about calmed down from stealth. So we're heading for Nemesis, but Detonator is on the way. And it's got a 0-minute wait, so we're just gonna go and walk on to Detonator. Ian like screamed and then maniacal laughter, which was very funny. That was really cool. I did think we'd got stuck because it seemed to hold us for absolutely ages, but yeah, it was really good. So we're heading for Nemesis Inferno. I've just realised, or just found out, the park is open till 6, so we'll actually have an extra hour here, which will be really, really good. So he's gone to find a freestyle thing. Did you get a freestyle?
What?
Did you get one?
Yep.
Hey!
Like I say, I'm doing the carry that everyone does after they've.
Yeah, true.
It's kind of a.
So that's number 2?
This is number 2.
Number 2. Coke number 2. So yeah, we've got until 6 o'clock.
Cold and fizzy.
Always helps. They're winning on the cold and fizzy front then. That's Nemesis. So yeah, that's where we're heading next. What do you think of Detonator?
Oh, that was great. That was great.
Maniacal scream.
Like, it felt like a proper good long drop. But, and because it doesn't slow you down till right till the end, like.
Yeah, literally.
Really good, really smooth. You get a countdown. It's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a bit of a delay.
There we go. You hear that bit, and then it goes. And that was.
And yeah, that's the noise you make.
Yeah. Well,
some variation of.
Oh, yours was yours was followed by maniacal laughing, which I thought was hysterical. So yeah, on to Nemesis, because we got a view. So we were pointing that way, which has a view of Nemesis Inferno, has a view of the rapids, and it just looks really good. And I've just put 2 and 2 together and realised Nemesis Inferno is in the volcano. So
well, yeah, did you not pay attention to the video we watched in right now?
No, I did not. Yeah. But anyway, it looks really cool. The theming looks really cool. So let's go around Nemesis Inferno. Okay, that's contender for hotspot. I think it might be like the top one at the moment because it's longer. The theming is better.
The banana boat that swings up and down.
Is that the boat and the free themed it?
I remember it now. It had bananas. That's why we started the game, because it's so tiny. We're at the birthplace of the game.
But it's closed.
Because we kept what?
It's closed. I'll keep an eye on it during the day. It's closed. It's probably because it's not busy enough. No.
I remember now, we came off Nemesis and then we saw this and we were like, bugger it, it's only like a 5-minute wait or something. So we went on and we invented the game. And the game is to cheer really loudly and bait the other side into cheering.
No. Oh.
Anyway, let's go on rapid.
Yeah, I think Nemesis takes top spot without a doubt.
I think I enjoyed that a bit more.
Swarm is good and unique, but it's very short. Whereas this, you get a damn good ride out of it, and it's got a lot of unique twists and turns. We've already said unanimously it beats Towers Nemesis, just because it's a bit more interesting. That's why it beats it because of that. So
you know as well, because also this is all really condensed. It's a nice midpoint between Nemesis and Spyro. Yeah, just we're going to compare it.
Yeah. It's good, it's really good. I've really enjoyed that. So yeah, I think we'll be going back on that again if it's still open later. So oh, that's always a nice sight to see on a sunny day. A 0-minute wait.
Because the longer you wait, the more people are going to go on.
Let's go get wet. Seriously, this on a hot day, just oh yes, please. Well, suitably dry. We had about 3 drops of water.
I got splished.
We just got a little splish.
I got a bit of a splish down my back.
But that's it. So that was pretty disappointing. So we're going to go and stand near the log flume, but not go on it yet because we want to go on Thorpe first. And then we'll decide from there how wet we want to be for half a day. Although the sun's fully out now, so it's warm enough to dry off, put it that way. Yeah. We just walked past and it's on 0 minutes and we're going because this is where the game was born and we have to ride. Off we go!
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That is covered in salt. I love it.
Well, we've got the unlimited refill for these, so
yeah, so we're fine.
We dehydrate ourselves doing this.
Yeah, so I think we're going. I guess we're heading up here, aren't we?
Yeah.
The sun is like fully out now, so yeah, I think hats will be going back on shortly. But first, prep. This is a new one. Product Excellence. Compare tallest and fastest roller coaster in the UK.
I can't do
Yeah, pretzel was nice, but goddamn was that salty. It is the backpack time. Which is what we do before we get on each of the rides. So bottle goes in bag.
Apparently looks like the longest wait of 30 minutes.
You go in the bag. And then we take you out of the bag, having had our heads rattled. Oh my god, that is worse than Smiler for being a head rattler.
Good though.
Oh, it's good. It's very good. And it didn't have any strobe lights, which I was really shocked about because I thought it did have strobe lights, so I was very careful on the indoor section to not strain my eyes too much. But no, I want to head to where there's mists. Hello, hello. Okay, we've just had a quick drink break, toilet break, get all sorted break. Now we're going to watch the log flume before we go and get soaked.
Just going up to the top of the hill now.
A few minutes later.
The storm surge, the bit they don't warn you is you are literally sat in a pool of water. Like, Jesus.
I mean, these are fairly absorbent songs, some are special diabetic ones.
Yeah.
However, as bad as it is now, it's only about to.
Yeah, because we're about to go on big splashdown over there. Oh, fair enough, I'm just going to deal with squelchy shoes. It's a bit wet.
Yeah, that was really good. It's a break, get some lunch. And because we've kind of done everything we want to do, you're getting out the second camera. I mean, I'm just doing a little bit of camera about our plans and how we're going to get, I don't know what these guys are cheering going on.
Did it get you in the darts?
Oh, it got me in the darts.
Yes, it's like you say.
There, but for the grace of God goes she. Yeah, it gets you in the crush, doesn't it?
Oh, what a crush, yeah. Oh, that's cool though. Oh, yeah. Okay, thoroughly enjoyed. Thoroughly soaked. Time to go and...
This top is salmon pink.
Yeah.
Not orange.
Well, it is orange, but you can see your nipples, so we're all good. We know you're wet enough because you can see your nips. But...
Hang on, we'll get off and I'll rig it out my shirt.
Shirt ring. I mean, this is akin to thingy at Universal.
I'd say more almost.
Yeah. It's because it double splashes you. It kind of splashes you and then it comes down and just lands a whole pool.
The ride just bounces it all into you in a very small channel, whereas this is so open.
Yeah.
A little later.
So we've had that little break, dried off a little bit, not fully, but we're just pleasantly damp now.
Yep.
So we're here at the Walking Dead ride. Ian has been down the queue and we've just gone and asked at the tills just to check. Because I did see there were some strobe lights and flashing lights on this, but apparently it's not too bad. So we're going to go for it and we're going to see. Apparently there's a few strobes on the actual ride, but obviously other than that it should be fine. So I can deal with the ride, I can't deal with the queues, and he's just found out there's no live actors on it, which is even better because that's what terrifies you. So we're all good. So yes, we're going to go and walk and get the ride and see some zombies. That's a repeat of Halloween Horror Nights all over again. That was just,
it's worse it's not knowing if there are live actors or not.
Yeah, they said the live actors may or may not be back on break. Well, they weren't, so there's no live actors in it, but it's just that foreboding, like, oh my god, if there isn't there, that kind of I mean, it scared the crap out of you the whole time. And even on the roller coaster where there's not going to be anybody, you were still terrified. So he didn't like that one. So good. I think we're about to get wet again. Amazing. I think the final thing we've got to do is Colossus, and then we've done the park. Never again. Never again. As someone who has brain damage, those restraints are awful. And sent me into a massive panic attack because it was literally smacking both sides of my head full force. It was horrible. So now I'm going to go get some ice cream so I can stop feeling sad.
Yes.
Because it's a good coaster, but it needs a good old retrack and it needs new restraints. I mean, yeah.
It's so one and rusted. It's akin to Nemesis, because Nemesis does a similar thing at Towers.
But at least you've got room to move in there. There's no room in those restraints to move. I had to, you see in the picture, I had to... Okay. Yeah, I had to physically jam my head against the restraint even to stop it moving, and even then the force is too much. Ow. That was so painful. Anyway, that's the negative portion of it otherwise done. We've done all the rides that we wanted to do in the park, so I think now we're just going to chill, go around, but the first thing I want is a goddamn ice cream. I want an ice cream. That is my life now, so we're going to go hunting for ice cream. go back on Nemesis, because that was nice. So, the ghost train is here. We're not doing ghost train, it is too flashy and it's got live actors, which means that Ian will freak. Oh, you're gonna need so many drugs, but oh well. Be fine. That's probably not a bad thing. He's got a new job!
I got a new job.
Oh, we went on Nemesis and got off, and we were expecting a phone call today on Monday, and it was for a job he interviewed for just before we came on this holiday. So we're going back for a final ride on Detonator.
Yep.
And then we're heading for, do you want to do depth charge?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing depth charge and then swarm, and then we'll be done, because my head is a bit frazzled now from Colossus. It's not done me much good, so it is what it is. But
then we'll go home and celebrate with pizza.
No. Yeah, you don't want any more of that pizza. We'll go back and celebrate by going to Tesco and buying some food.
Woo, Tesco! Refrigerated Tesco food.
Yep, that's the one. Right, so we need to sit that side this time because the sun's over there now. So the thing, we've watched the sun literally go over us, it's quite cool. So right, let's go off around this person. And off we go.
Anyway,
that's your celebratory. I got a new job dance. So we've just been on depth charge, which is this thing here. It's a giant,
fun little.
Yeah, it's like a giant water slide thingy.
Doesn't hurt, they're coming down. Maybe not as much screaming, but
yeah, it was a nice little bit of fun that was. So final ride of the day, we're going to go and get on Swarm for one final go. The sun is very steadily going down, so we're hoping that means maybe not such a nightmarish journey back, maybe. It's like 20 to 5 I think at the moment. So after this I think we're just going to go and sit on the beach because I need to charge my phone before we leave. But
well, I get in charge whilst it's on my bag, whilst it's on Swarm and everything.
Yeah.
Get it started, and we'll chill on the beach for 30 minutes or so.
Yep. But it's been a good day, so one final ride on Swarm, here we go.
Oh, probably shouldn't do that with coke in my bag.
Maybe not. I'm just gonna pick that up.
That's right. Ow.
So there we go, that's Swarm done for the final time. I went on the outer edge this time and we were just in the middle of the thing. But we went on the other side, so that was cool. Bit of a different experience for us. So that's it.
So we're going to go and chill on the beach. Beach is closed.
Yeah, they've just closed it, so we're going to go inside the dome. I need to charge my phone somewhere where it won't overheat.
There's a bar and grill thing in there, so we're just going to get a snack, I think.
Yeah. But all in all,
that before we go. But all in all, a very good day.
Yeah, so we'll do a summary of all 3 parks and what we thought was good and bad. But we'll do it back at the hotel room when we're a bit more
less tired.
So you will join us there in 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
And we're here
back home.
About 2 to 3 weeks later because we were
2 weeks.
Yeah. Because we were exhausted, and then we went to the office, and then we got COVID. We're just getting to the end of that. All that aside, summary of the theme parks.
Okay, well let's go in the order we went them into, and let's like pick some categories. So Alton Towers, rides. This being the big one about theme parks.
I feel like Alton Towers is the middling between Thorpe Park and Chessington, absolutely, when it comes to theming and selection of rides.
Well, they do this thing, don't they? Because they have the big 7.
Yeah.
And then they have a lot of other, not lesser rides, but...
a lot of ones for kids and
families, like Mine Train, Rapids.
Yeah, which I think they've got the mix absolutely bang on there, because you've got your big roller coasters like Smiler and Oblivion and things like that. You've got your mid-tier coasters, which is you know, ranging from your Wicker Man to your Runaway Mine Train, and then you've got like your Babby coasters and things like the Octonauts and stuff like that. So you've got things like the barrels and all that stuff.
There is stuff for everyone to do.
Yeah, absolutely. If those rides are not closed.
I was going to say, do we want to address the elephant in the room that was half of it was closed?
Yes. Now we know we went on a day where the kids were still off school, and we've been on weekends where it's been, you know, glorious weather, and it has never been that busy. That is the busiest I've ever seen it, to the point that the ride access pass queues were
an hour to an hour and a half. I
so,
mean, heck, we were leaving, and not only was the car park completely full, they had started parking in a field.
Yeah,
like
the field that I filmed from the beginning of the video, that field was full of cars, and Twitter was full of complaints. Since then, all I've seen is complaints about rides being closed, park being over capacity and things like that. So we've been to Alton Towers 2 to 3 times every year since we've been together. So that's, you know, going on 6 years now. We hope that they take, you know, both constructive and whatever other feedback on board, and
proportionate.
Yes, and work towards making improvements in the future. We still love it as a park, just we won't be going back next year at all, I don't think, just because we've got a huge Disney trip next year, so that is going to sap most of our funds, which is why we've done our theme park trips this year. I'll be interested to see how Nemesis runs once it's been retracked. I want to see what the project bottom of the screen, I can't remember what it's called, but we probably won't go back until
that's all done.
Those are open. You know, other than that, Alton Towers has very middling theming. Each of the areas is very themed to what it should be. It's got the nice surrounding music and things like that. Food is pretty standard theme.
Pretty standard, pricing. But it's decently priced.
Yeah, it's not bad. You're not gonna like break the bank going there each time that you go, and it has got things like the Sea Life Centre available as well, so you can go in there and sort of spend a bit of time in there. Yeah, we've got in there to hide from the rain and things in the past. So, all in all, Alton Towers is one of those, we know it inside out, back to front. It's good for a day out, but it needs some improvements at the moment. So the next part was Chessington World of Adventures. So
weather
was glorious.
Absolutely amazing.
I mean, that does lead to a comment about one of the areas in there, but other than that, yes, it was absolutely glorious. I'm talking Jumanji, which has Animal Kingdom syndrome.
Oh yes, the massively openly exposed areas.
No shade at all. I don't know if they're still growing the trees with it being quite a new land. There is no shade aside from in the marketplace thing.
Like little marketplace store, arcadey kind of area, but
yeah, as you come out of Mandrill Mayhem, that is your only bit of shade. So if you are an exposed sun, oh blimey, does it get hot.
To be fair though, it's not like a huge area.
No, it's
like it's. I genuinely think it's about like the square footage of our house.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's not a massive place, but if you're in there, especially like when you were waiting for food and things, we were getting really warm.
One thing I did want to point out about Chessington, as with regards to food,
yes,
because this is also another problem we have at Alton Towers, is the freestyle machines.
I mean, at Chessington too.
But this is the thing, at Chessington,
the Alton Towers ones, they were all warm. Everything we had was warm. I don't think you had. Did you have a single cold drink throughout the entire day?
I had a slightly colder drink.
Yeah.
Like, but not what you would call like the cold, not like the fridge cold you kind of expected.
Yeah.
This is the thing, or like half of them are flat.
Yeah, whereas at Chessington, that greatly improved, didn't it?
It did. There were still a couple that were warm, but then you could tell which ones were warm and not, because after a couple of hours or so, people are like, who are getting ice with their drinks, it's starting to collect in the base kind of thing.
So as soon as it had ice behind it, it was like, oh, okay.
Okay, so that's a cold one.
Yeah, this is a cold one, this one will be absolutely fine.
But they were the majority fizzy. Like, yes. That's the thing, they seemed quite well maintained.
Yes. Yeah, they very much did. I will say, though, food and things, that's a lot more overpriced at Chessington.
Yeah, food was a lot more... Well, because they had, like, proper restaurants. They had, like, a smokehouse place.
But even the little vending thing, like, the donuts were more expensive from what I remember.
No, not by much. I think they were only about £1 more.
Yeah, okay. But that hot dog you had was flipping expensive. That was
the hot dog was fucking expensive
quid,
for
I think.
13 quid.
13, yeah.
But I will say higher quality.
Yeah. However, the whole park made up for that.
Oh, absolutely.
There is so much to see at Chessington. Like, we managed to make it all the way around, I think, but we didn't even scratch the surface.
That's the thing. Like, Chessington, I feel like, is a park we could have easily have spent a couple of days in.
Yes, yeah. To the point that I think it's one that if we did a hotel stay at a theme park in this country, that's the one we're going to be doing. Because Mum is already eyeing it up.
Okay.
But no, like, the theme in it it's gorgeous. It very much reminded me of Chester Zoo in those portions, you know, with the big like house thing that's got the room on a broom, whatever, right?
Like the mansion thingy.
Yeah, it's had that sort of centrepiece thing, and then you've got different branching bits off, so the animals are in one area, the rides are in another area, and it just worked really well.
Personal favourite area was where you had the temple shooting game, which also one of the best temple shooting games.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shooting dark rides.
Pretty much the best, because it didn't have any strobe lights, and all the stuff was moving, and it gave you enough time to actually shoot things.
Take things in.
Yeah, and the trigger was actually a proper
soft trigger.
Yeah, so you didn't get a hand cramp all the way around.
Yeah, because it was that, and then next to it was crop drop, which just.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then, because you had crop drop, and then you had the crocodile log flume straight opposite it, so everything just worked its way into it. It really worked really, really well. I was very much taken aback by the theming, and to go from sort of Land of the Dragons and mould your way into like that back area.
Well, the whole tiger area where they had the tigers and everything.
Yeah, just everything just worked its way into itself really, really well. So, like, that one gets absolute A++ for theming. It was absolutely gorgeous.
So rides,
not as much. You can tell that this one is a family theme park.
Yeah, nothing as extreme.
So we did Vampire, which is a one and done for each trip without doubt, because it is a head rattler. Dragon's Fury, I want to say.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing spinner. I didn't think they could make a spinning coaster
that was that smooth.
Yeah, that didn't snap you back into, because Spinball at Alton Towers, as we said in the video, that one destroys your back every single time. It's just very wild and unruly, whereas this was it felt very controlled. Every turn felt very controlled and things.
It was long as well.
It was.
It was a decent
so
length.
much longer. It was crazy.
Mandrill Mayhem,
yeah, that was the one I was building up to. That's kind of the last of your, what you'd call extreme rides.
Well, I think, because this is what I was about to ask earlier, because I was thinking, are there any rides that go upside down? And I think that is the only one. Yeah. And it's only for one corkscrew.
Yeah, it's one corkscrew out, one corkscrew back, and that's it, you're done. Everything else, you kind of almost go upside down when you go up that first lift and then back down again.
But only if you're right at the back.
Yeah, only if you're right at the back of it. So the fact we went on it 4 times was testament to that. Obviously, this was after the kids had already gone back to school, so Chessington was dead. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. They've got a lot more flat rides there. You've got Crop Drop, you've got the Disco Spinnable, Cobra, I think that one's called.
Oh,
You've got the swings that I had to clench my arse to get in, because big thighs.
The chairs weren't big enough.
They were not big enough.
It's not you, it's them.
I mean, you had the Gruffalo. Gruffalo was an adorable ride. I really liked that.
It was nice to chill in the dark.
A little trundle along and what have you, so that was quite nice.
Until I went horrifically low.
Yeah, we got you fixed. There was the shooting water barrel.
Oh, which I was kind of excited for, but then it was a bit...
Watching it go around, I didn't think we were going to get that wet. And then we got on it, and then we ended up in a battle with a dad and his kid, and that was it. We were all drenched.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we got off, and it was like, oh, well, we're wet again.
Well, you got all the animals as well.
And that's the flip side, is it's very sort of it reminded me a lot of Drayton Manor, because Drayton Manor's laid out in a similar way. It's got a couple of extreme rides, obviously Shockwave's going away and being replaced now, and you've got like that big giant spinner thing that I wouldn't go near. You know, so it's got that mixture, but it's got a lot of family rides. You've got the Thomas section, and then you've got the zoo part at the back, and that's the same with Chessington. Is the animals are all in different places as you go round, so you can either choose to do the animals, or you can choose to do the rides, or you can do a mix. So we hit the rides in the morning, didn't we? And then we did the animals in the afternoon. But if we were walking past an animal, it was like, oh, there's an animal.
Well, I think the biggest thing being the tigers.
Yes.
Because they're all around Tiger Rock. They've got their own separate whole massive area.
And the opening for Chessington as well.
Well, I was building up to this is like honourable mention to the staff at Chessington, because I forget where you disappeared. Did you run back to the car to get something?
No, it's true.
But yeah, whilst we were waiting to go into Chessington, there was a bit of a crowd gathering. And it was great because you had all the staff going around, like, saying hi to people and basically letting them know, like, there was some dude, I don't know, I guess he was either the manager or the owner or something, but, like, proper John Hammond from Jurassic Park looking chap, who was going around basically telling, like, in groups of people that, because it was so hot that day, but they were doing free water at all the service stops, which I thought was really, really good. But I just happened to be surrounded by this family with a couple of little kids, and staff member comes over and asks, like, you know, would you like our kids do the opening ceremony? So they did basically this thing where they had these two kids, and it was just, you know, let's get everybody pumped before we open the gate. So they were basically just doing like a cheer off between two sides. But it was such a little thing.
But it's so nice.
It got everybody engaged and like into it and everything.
Yeah, it starts your day off right, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got, I mean, I imagine on busier days they probably don't do that, but on a quiet day with not a lot of people.
Quiet day, not a lot of people, really nice weather.
Yeah, and they were just sort of getting us all, it just created this really positive atmosphere, which was really nice, and then we just sort of went in and we were like, oh, that's lovely. Leading on to that is the one thing I will say about Chessington. Everything being app-based made it very difficult.
Oh yeah, you struggled with this, didn't you?
Yeah, so
because this is the part
so I tend to handle all of the appy-based things.
I show up and make bad jokes. It still worked though, didn't it?
It still worked, just had to put the phones on charge, but then we were sat on the M25 for so long that it didn't really matter. So it was all good. But that is the one thing I'll say about Chessington was the virtual thing, it wasn't easy to use. It wasn't the easiest thing to
use. It needs to all be consolidated onto one app, I think.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, everything needs to go into the app. The photos need to go into the app, and that needs to go into the app, and that will be all good.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, Chessington was absolutely fantastic. We won't go for overall favourite yet, but Chessington was fantastic.
So then that leads us to third and final, which is Thorpe Park.
Yes.
So again, real quick with the freestyle stuff. Yeah, no problems.
Yeah, it was fine, wasn't it? I think they were all
cold, all fizzy.
Cold. Yeah, we mostly made use of the one that was like a little sweet shop thing that was opposite the drop tower. We were mostly in that one for the whole thing, I think.
That was the one we used the most, yeah. I think we used that like 4 times.
Yeah, at least. I think the woman probably got sick of seeing us, so I was like, well, what are you going to do?
More than a thing, we needed to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
theming.
Theming, there isn't really any theming.
Yeah, again, like Alton Towers, they've tried to do a bit. So like you've got the Amity area, and you've got the beach and things. It's all alright.
You've got the Angry Birds area.
Yeah, which is very loosely themed. But aside from that, it's not.
It's not really themed. Each ride has its own theme. Like you've got the Saw ride, Nemesis Inferno looks like a volcano.
Yeah.
You've got the Top Hat thingy that looks like a racetrack.
Yeah, they've tried to incorporate them into each other, but ultimately, Thorpe Park is a theme park. It is and more to the point, it is a roller coaster park. This one is your don't bother taking your kids there until they are of age and of height to go on
those kinds of rides.
Yeah, because you're not going to have fun. It's the one with the most extreme rides. I didn't see many kiddie rides unless they're off in a different area. I didn't see many that would be for kids.
You kind of, I think it's mostly the stuff in that Angry Birds area.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a huge amount, actually, now that I think about it, no.
No, I don't remember seeing anything. They have got, like, the play park as you come in, and they've got, obviously, the beach area, but that's all I saw that would really be for kids. Everything else was very much geared to your thrill seekers. It's very much, that one is the thrill seeker park out of the 3, without a doubt. So speaking of rides, some of them were excellent, some of them were headache inducing.
So
So let's start off with the good ones. So Swarm
was really good.
was really good. Having it in that big sort of dilapidated church setting was really, really cool.
Yeah,
Really
again, because this is a case where the theming around the area.
it did a credit to what I saw on the videos, because that was the one I was looking forward to the most. It was like, oh my god, it's like a post-apocalyptic chaos crazy thing, and it's like, yeah, this is up my street for what sort of theming things I like.
Nemesis Inferno, I feel, was another one that we enjoyed.
That was our favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than Swarm, I think.
Yeah, just because it was long enough, and the thing
Wild enough.
Yeah, the thing that it has over Nemesis at Alton Towers is that it's got a bit more variation. You go through the volcano tunnel at the beginning, and then you go up the climb, whereas Alton Towers you go straight up the climb. But overall it was long enough, it wasn't too bone rattly or anything like that, especially given its age. Yeah, just overall it was a fantastic ride. I really loved it.
I really liked the drop tower.
Yes, yeah, we really liked it.
It was because it was a good height. That's the thing. Like,
yeah, it wasn't
that was the one
tall. It was just enough.
I think that was the one thing about Croc Drop is I would have loved it to have been like maybe another, I don't know,
10, 20 foot taller.
I was going to say 50, but I'm terrible at measurements. So, but yeah, just quite a bit taller to give you kind of like. I think that's the problem because you've got the theme with this giant crocodile head around you. Because you've always kind of got something on your eye level.
Yeah.
You're a little bit. Whereas the Angry Birds detonator, I think they called it. Like it takes you right up, and you're above all the buildings in the area.
Yeah, that's like
you know, so you can still see everything. You can still see roller coasters in the distance, but you're nowhere near as high as. But obviously, in the immediate sense, you're kind of like, ooh, we're really ooking high.
Yeah. So then we had the log flume. I can't remember what it's called.
Tidal wave.
That's it, tidal wave. That thing was epic.
That was Ahsoka.
We literally went down, and I thought, oh, okay, this is not too bad because we had the water come up on the sides. Forgot about the aftermath, where the whole wave comes down behind you and just drenches you.
What's this thing? I think I have actually been on it before because I recall that kind of 2-stage soaking.
Yeah, it was fully. Are you wet enough yet? Here, have some more. It was.
Well, that's the thing.
Epic.
Yeah, you got drenched and then you got just
double
saturated. So that was good.
Yeah, definitely one of my favourites. One of my favourite water rides, without a doubt. I think that actually got you wetter than Ripsaw.
Oh yeah, no, it absolutely did.
That kind of held the thing for me. After they got rid of the log flume on Towers, then it became the one at Great Yarmouth, which is also now closed. And we went to Universal and did Ripsaw, and it was like, okay, this is the one that gives you the most soaking. I've not been on one since. We've yet to try Valhalla, which apparently is the wettest one pretty much in the world. But that was closed when we went to Pleasure Beach, and we haven't been back to Pleasure Beach since. So one day we will go back and do that one and test that against the others. But for now, Tidal Wave is actually holding the top spot for the wettest log flume for me. I think I can't think of another one.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That is wetter than that. It was it was bloody good. Yeah, so I think that's everything for rides except for Colossus.
So the big selling point of this is it's the first coaster that went upside down 10 times.
Yeah, I think it held the inversion record before Smiler.
Mm-hmm. It is, like a dog would say, rough.
Yeah. But it's beyond rough. You can brace yourself as much as you like. You would have to be the goddamn Terminator and able to fix your neck in place.
Like hydraulically lock your neck.
Yeah, to not feel anything on that ride. To the point I had to jam my head into the restraint to stop it from being smashed.
Well, you were doing that. I was jamming myself forward.
Yeah.
But even then, that wasn't massively hard. But you didn't come off in a great state.
We got to the end of it and I was in tears, having a panic attack because I've had brain damage in the past, and all I could think was, oh my god, you know, it's physically going to knock me out, was what I was thinking. Was like, I'm going to go unconscious, I'm going to have a fit, and all of the things that come with that. You know, I lose my licence, I have to go back under medical things, and it's just all for a roller coaster. And it's like, no. Like, I am a thrill seeker, don't get me wrong, but there is a line, and Colossus was the line. We also got off with a woman whose ear was pouring with blood.
Her earring had gotten torn out.
Yeah, she was wearing like
Hoops.
hoop earrings, and it had gotten torn out on the ride, and just blood all the way down her neck, to the point I think you ended up getting some.
She was fine. I gave her a couple of the alcohol wipes I used on my glasses, just as a wet nap, just to because it all kind of dried on her and everything. So
yeah,
I think she was absolutely fine. She was
a bit shaken, same as me, but
yeah, she was fine. But it looked a lot worse than it was. So I was just like, look here, lady, I've got some wet naps. Just get that off, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It is one I think that either it needs to be replaced or it needs a complete track overhaul. Which is because that's what they've done with Nemesis. The track was getting old and worn, and like you can see on class, you can see like
where the wear and tear is. So Colossus is one of those very rare rides
that you will never do again.
I will never go with it with a 20-foot barge pole ever again in my life, because no.
Unless the track is replaced.
If the track's replaced, might give it a try, but yeah, I will not be going near it again because it's just not safe for me. So, okay, so
food. Well, this is the one that has like actual like high street restaurant. There was Burger King, there was KFC.
Yes, there was a lot more selection there to choose from.
I mean, I didn't really. Well, yeah, because they had that, and then they had like the apple cart for you to get an ice cream.
Yeah.
Apple fries, sorry. Donuts, usual kind of stuff. So I think we just had a Burger King or something, but I have to say, really freaking quick.
Yeah.
Like, I put my order in and like it was out in 5 minutes, and it wasn't quiet.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, fairly like box, like you know what you're getting.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, so
yeah, there's no second guessing or anything. You know what you're getting.
You know how much it's going to be.
And, yeah, that's it.
So.
So there were plenty of places to eat. To be fair, obviously bolstered by the fact that they had all the Oktoberfest stuff. So I mean, we had that pretzel that was over salted.
Oh my god.
We like salt, but Jesus Christ.
Like
yeah, that was very. It was a delicious pretzel, you just had to rub all the salt.
You could repave your driveway with the kidney stones. Eating all the salt on that pretzel would have
a lot of the salt went in the bed in the end. You had that brownie as well, I don't know how nice that was.
It was okay. It was a Nutella brownie, but it just tasted like a brownie.
Yeah,
like,
sounds about right.
I feel like I should have gone for an Oreo one, because then at least you get the Oreo texture.
Yeah.
So do we want to do a top rankings?
Yes, I think so.
Of overall parks? Although I think you're going to say the same as me.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much.
So, in third place is Alton Towers. Yes. Just in part due to the issues that we keep seeming to having when we're going, but also just on the day, you know, half the rides were shut.
Yeah, there needs to be a bigger... If it weren't for the fact that the rides keep being short and there is a lot of operational issues going on there at the moment, it would probably rank second because it's got that nice mix. But for me, right now, they've got a lot of problems that they need to get sorted.
Well, and again, the proof is that we didn't stay there all day.
Yeah.
We left at, what, 2, 3?
Yeah, about 3 o'clock. Which we, on a day where it was open till, like, I think it was open till 5 or 6 or something.
It was open till 6, yeah.
Yeah.
But we were just like, what's the point?
Yeah, we just... I mean, we hadn't paid for it because we got the rainy day guarantee, so it was just like, okay, we're done, we're tapped out, let's go home. We weren't going to get on anything else, we weren't going to do anything else, so that was it. At worst, we probably could have gone to the Sea Life Centre, but that would have been it. So, yeah, it's one of those, it needs a lot of improvements doing before it's going to come back up the rankings, I'm afraid. It's one of those.
So, second place?
Thorpe Park.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got a lot of...
It's good for like a high energy bombastic day out.
Yeah.
And it's nice and compact, so you don't have to go far.
Yeah, 100%. And there's a lot of... As I said, there's a lot of food available, a lot of facilities available. You could have a good full day out there and not be worn out.
Mm-hmm. But it is kind of hard, again, to just get that area just to chill, like have the kids do something easy or something, and again, decompress.
It's not a
family park.
Yeah.
It's like you say, it's a theme park.
Yeah, it's a full-on thrill-seeking. This is what you'd build on Planet Coaster theme park. It's one of those. And then the top
Which means number one, of course, is
Chessington.
I mean, I think we were blessed with just the amazing weather.
Yes.
Like I can't get over. Like we genuinely came back with a bit of a tan.
Yeah.
But the facilities, the staff, the rides. Again, there's nothing extreme, but I don't think that's too much of an issue. because the rides that they have are fun.
Yeah, like you could do them
Except for that
repeatedly and you wouldn't mind at all.
Mm.
It was, like I say, we did Mandrill Mayhem 4 times, so kind of sensible it is.
Yeah, I imagine it would be different if it was really busy and everything, but this is why we don't go to parks when they're busy.
Yep. Yeah, and it backs up the fact that it has just won the Theme Park of the Year award as well. So, which is really cool, along with Mandrill Mayhem being, I think, voted the best new ride.
Best new ride, because then Wicker Man got best roller coaster, and the Curse of Alton Manor got the best retheming.
Yeah, which we
fully agree with. Like, we love Wicker Man.
Yeah, Wicker Man is like one of our favourite roller coasters.
Bar none.
Yeah, in the UK, it's just amazing. And yeah, Chessington overall, that was our favourite theme park. Mandrill Mayhem is a great addition to the park, without a doubt. And Curse of Alton Manor at Alton Towers, as much as it does still scare this one.
I don't like jump scares.
It was a really good retheme. A lot of people, there's a massive divide at the moment. There's Jewel stands who are absolutely like, oh my god, why did you get rid of Jewel for this piece of crap? And then you've got like the people who do like it, like us, where it's like, you know what, this is a good retheme, it's a good little haunted house type thing, it's a good thing to break up the day. And the effects are very much middling. You know, they're not corny like a normal haunted house, there's actual proper sort of scary things in there.
Well, they've integrated screams quite well, I think, in this.
Yes, yeah.
So... Yeah,
and the little sort of spoiler alert tunnel thing that you go through, that's a really cool little effect as well.
That's always been there.
So, yeah, but with all the colours and stuff around it.
Oh, yeah, the updated one, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just all good. So we agree with their rankings, and it matches our rankings that Chessington is the best one. So if you're a family looking for probably a good 2 days out at the very least, because you need at least 2 days to do Chessington, we would highly recommend. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
So that's it. But all in all, it was a fantastic sort of.
Oh, it was a great week. It was
an amazing week, and
we didn't. Like, that was the other thing as well, is we were worried, like, oh god, we're going to be so knackered by the end of this kind of thing. But as soon as we got back into the groove, we were like, back in the groove. So I think all your worries about next year, I think, are
yeah, we'll be fine in
very
Disney.
unfounded.
I've got enough breaks scheduled in the big. We might do. Gonna have a Mickey pool.
I will leave it when I see it.
Well, I know the pool's there as a picture of it.
But anyway.
So that's it. So our next trip is in about 2 and a bit weeks to the Disney 100 exhibition on the 100th anniversary, which should be really, really good. So I'll be filming that. And then that's it for trips for the year, I think.
Trips like that, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Other than some small, just calm weekend breaks, which we won't be vlogging.
No. So that'll be it. So it'll be Disney 100, and then we'll be into next year when, to be honest, not a lot will be happening because we'll be saving up for going to Disney.
Disney World.
And then next year there will be Disney World. So excited.
Very good.
So excited.
Right.
So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.